Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So I usually don't comment on Hikaru's chess games, but maybe I should. But anyway, so since I was in Paris for the final section of SCC, Speed Chess Championship, I was thinking maybe I should just pick a game and analyze this game for you guys. So first, I wanted to explain the format of the tournament first. So basically, SCC is a tournament that each player, first of all, this is an online tournament, and each player is competing in 5 minute section. 3 minutes, and also 1 minute, which is bullet. And players basically play 90 minutes in the first portion, which is 5 minutes plus 1, and then 1 hour in 3 minutes plus 1, and then 30 minutes, 1 minute plus 1. And it was really exciting. And the fact that we had live audience. I mean, we had like a spectators over there, and they could even talk and cheer for their favorite chess players. That was really, I think, unique and also exciting, and I think that was a good change. Even though I think probably they can make it better, but for the first time, I think that was totally fine. And you might ask, okay, but what if a player gets distracted, during their match? So the point here is that players had two headphones, one headphone with the white noise, and the second one was with their, favorite playlist that they could listen to music. And that's why they couldn't hear anything from the audience in the playing hall. But anyway, let's get to this game. So I'm going to show you a game between Hikaru Nakamura, world number 2, versus Hans Niemann. And Hikaru is playing as white, and he started with knight f3. I don't know if you guys follow his games online, but he is a very experienced, I would say, in this line. Although when I asked him before about his opening, he mentioned that basically he plays everything. So it's not a surprise anyway. So after knight f3, black played d5, white played g3, black played knight f6, bishop g2, e6, c4, bishop e7, castle, castle, and b3. Okay, so here Hikaru could play d4 and get to the main one of the main lines, which is Catalan, but he preferred to play b3, which is also completely playable. Black played b6. Notice that in this line, since black pushed the pawn to e6, the bishop, the light squared bishop, is blocked. So that's why black wants to develop the bishop from b7 to fianchetto the bishop. White played e3, bishop e7, queen e2, knight d7, knight c3, knight e4. And here Hikaru played bishop e2, knight takes c3, bishop takes c3, knight f6. So all of these moves are logical since black doesn't have enough space, so black is fine to exchange some pieces. And notice that this is a blitz game, so each player has 5 minutes, and the players get 1 second increment for each move, so that's a bonus, which is called the Fisher clock, basically. Okay, here Hikaru played d4, and computer doesn't like this move that much, and computer suggests rook fd1, which is not a human move, I would say. And another move that he could play is knight e5. But anyway, he played d4, which is logical move. He wanted to control the center. Black played knight d4, attacking the bishop on c3, bishop e2, c5, d takes c5. D takes c5 was the best move in this position. And actually, I remember I was watching this game from the playing site, and I was kind of surprised at how accurate Hikaru's move was. So d takes c5 was really a nice move. Okay, so bishop takes c5, rook d1, putting the rook in front of the queen, queen e7, c takes d5, bishop takes d5. So I think black didn't want to get an isolated pawn here. I mean, this position is probably slightly better for white. That's why Hans wanted to just take with the bishop and avoid any, weakness in his position. Hikaru played knight e5 here, queen b7, and here queen b7 was a blunder. As you guys can see, there are 2 question marks on the queen. And here Hikaru found the right plan. Okay, so here there are a couple of moves that can win the game, but it has the same basically plan. So I want you guys to pause this video and find the best move for white, and also it's better to say find the best plan for white. So why queen b7 was a blunder in this position? So basically the move is b4 or bishop takes e4. So both of these moves work. So b4, attacking the bishop, bishop takes b4, and then bishop takes e4. It's a great move. Bishop takes, and then the rook gets to the 7th rank. And I think in one of my videos I covered this subject, that the importance of the 7th rank. So if you have a chance to move your rook to the 7th rank, you usually want to do so, because from the 7th rank you can attack so many pawns, and if it's an endgame you can cut off your opponent's king, in most cases. So if you have a chance to move your rook to the 7th rank, you want to consider that. Here black played queen c8, and white moved the rook to d4. Okay, you might ask, why didn't Hikaru play this move rook d4 at once? Because notice, after rook d7 we are attacking the queen, and the queen was defending the bishop, right? So we need to deflect this defender first, because the queen is defending the bishop on e4, right? So we need to deflect the defender first, and then after queen c8 we can move the rook back to d4, and this is a fork. So black is going to lose a piece in this position. If we go back, instead of b4, he could also start with bishop takes e4 with the same idea. So after bishop takes, now he could play b4. So he could basically change the move orders. Another move that he could play here was rook d7, and then let's say after queen b8, then he could play rook a1. It is really interesting because in this position black has bishop pair, but since black pieces are not active, and actually they are really passive here, so white has a big advantage here. White is like 2.5, as you can see on the eval bar. And after, let's say, something like a5, white can easily just play, h4, trying to play h5, h6, and attack the king side, because it is really difficult for black to untangle his pieces. So let's say after h4, if black plays something like rook a7, white can take, and after queen takes, white can play knight d7, attacking the rook and the bishop. And let's say after this move, white can attack here and here. And this is a completely winning position. Let's say the bishop goes back, we can just play h5, the bishop moves, and then we can get a checkmate. So these are, you know, some plans that white can think about. So, but in the game, after b4, black took, bishop takes e4, bishop takes e4, rook d7, queen c8, and rook d4. So this was a short game. At this point, Hans Niemann just resigned the game. And as you can see, the players have still time, like 2 minutes on the clock. But this was a you know, long match, and Hikaru won the match at the end and got third place in SCC. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions for my next videos, please let me know in comment section. And also don't forget to like this video if you enjoy this one. And I'll see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.